afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. Happy Valentine's Day.
Hello, everybody. Did you enjoy the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I did. The commercials, the halftime, I liked the whole thing.
I did too. Yeah, I did too. We're going to talk more about the commercials a little later this hour.
Andy Woolman is in for his yearly visit on what worked and what didn't.
That's one of our favorite segments.
Yeah. All right, but first, topping our headlines today, the end of masking in Dane County is in sight, but it may not mean everybody drops their masks after the March 1st. We'll explain.
Supporters for a new jail in Dane County made an impassioned push today. Why the sheriff considers getting this done a critical need.
And another twist to a strange story from last fall. The deputy who says she was stabbed in a Dane County park was fired in November. We'll walk you through what we know and what we still don't know. Let's take a look outside. Not a bad day. Started off pretty cold, but the sun helps. And turning milder tomorrow. Dana's in the backyard with that and the weekend, or the midweek storm.
The midweek storm, that's right. Right now, things look pretty quiet and calm, and we might see some rain building in for the middle of the week with southern Wisconsin, but in general, a lot of the moisture building in for the middle of the week is going to stay south of us yet again. Another one of those systems that just travels right underneath Wisconsin down to our neighbors to the south. We had some light flurries coming through earlier today. Now our Doppler track generally pretty calm, still seeing some flurries towards Milwaukee, but a sunny sky outside for us right now in Madison. It's not terrible. Temperatures in the mid to low 20s. And thanks to that light breeze, wind chills sitting pretty close to our actual temperatures. About 27 for us in Janesville, 25 in Monroe right now. Overnight, it gets cold yet again down to the upper single digits. But as we look ahead to tomorrow for Tuesday and certainly for Wednesday, it is going to get milder outside. And that, again, is just going to continue to eat away at this light snow. And right now, it doesn't look like we're going to have a lot of measurable snowfall building back in to replace that anytime soon. As far as traffic, east and westbound along the Beltline, no major delays. Downtown actually looks pretty good for us this evening. And the interstate north and southbound in Rock County and in Dane County all looks well. No accidents to report. As far as drive times, should be sitting close to the usual arrivals. About 24 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville, Middleton to Sauk City at 16 minutes, and downtown to Sun Prairie about 18 minutes for us. We'll take a closer look at the timing of that system and the rain that we are expecting, mostly with that in just a few minutes.
Are you coatless?
No, I am. It's cashmere, though, so it's not too bad if it's just for a few minutes. I was just telling our producer, this is a sweater that I could stand outside in the sun, but not on the lake. You gotta gauge the sweater strength.
Absolutely. All right. And warmer tomorrow.
All right, I'm going back inside now.
All right, Dana, thank you.
Dana.
Well, after multiple extensions and months of uncertainty, Dane County says you can take off your mask next month.
For the first time since August, Public Health Madison Dane County will let the current mask mandate expire on March 1st.
However, our Brady Mallory shows us why health leaders are reminding you this does not signal the end of the pandemic. Brady?
Right. They're instead emphasizing that letting this mandate expire simply means we've made it through the Omicron surge and we are now entering a new stage of the pandemic. Public Health extended the mandate last month after COVID-19 cases surged due to Omicron. Dane County saw a case spike in early January, at one point topping 2,000 new cases in one day. Those cases continue to fall, which is a key factor in this decision to let the mandate expire. They believe that trend will continue.
You never know what to expect might come next, right? Let's hope that things will continue and that we won't need to pull this policy lever. And that may not mean that we won't strongly recommend people to wear masks if activity changes. So that's a possibility, but I'd like to think that it's more unlikely than it has been in the past.
Health leaders say there is something you can do to help keep things moving in the right direction. They say if you're eligible, get vaccinated and boosted. Right now, 58% of Dane County is fully vaccinated. And coming up on News 3 Now at 5, we'll show you the advice Public Health has for businesses and for schools.
All right, Brady, we'll see you at 5. Thank you. The deputy involved in an alleged incident at Fesky County Park last year, during which she says she fired her gun after being stabbed, has been fired. The sheriff's office has identified the deputy as 30-year-old Sarah Bortz Rodriguez and says she was terminated on November 17th. That was just under 4 weeks after the incident. However, the sheriff's office did not say why she was fired nor what the investigations found. Deputies responded to a report of an armed person at Fesky Park in October. The initial report said the man attacked the deputy with a knife and she fired her gun. Bortz Rodriguez had been a Dane County Sheriff's deputy since May of 2014.
Crews battled a fire on a farm north of Middleton this morning, closing an exit on the Beltline in the process. Crews responded to a call on Parmenter Street, just north of the Middleton Municipal Airport. Dane County officials said multiple buildings were on fire. The incident blocked the exit from US 12 to Parmenter Street for a portion of the morning.
Law enforcement leaders step up their push for a new Dane County jail.
They're asking the county board to approve extra spending for the project, calling it a critical need. Eric Franke is here now with more on their press conference this morning. Eric?
Susan and Mark, the sheriff and the Dane County DA say the jail is doing exactly what it was designed to do, be harsh and inhumane, but that was criminal justice back in the 1950s when it was built. 2022, they say, is much different. County supervisors are going to consider $24 million in additional funding for the new jail. District Attorney Ishmael Ozan urgently pushed for a new jail that focuses on a humane approach to rehabilitation, something even crime victims want, he says. Now, Sheriff Calvin Barrett calls the current facility borderline unconstitutional.
We must not lose sight that our top priority is to have a safe and humane facility that is sustainable and focuses on rehabilitation. Everything else comes second to that.
We now know better how to address and how to help rehabilitate individuals who come into the criminal justice system. And because we now know better, we must do better.
$150 million has already been approved for the jail, but rising construction costs during the pandemic have pushed it well above original estimates, and that's where this $24 million extra comes in. County supervisors are set to consider that extra funding at its meeting Thursday night. In recent months, the board has considered scaling back the project, but if no agreement is reached or voted on Thursday, we could end up seeing this on a referendum in November. Susan and Mark?
All right, Eric, thank you. A jury trial is set in the case of a former Rock County Sheriff's deputy accused of sexually assaulting multiple children. 34-year-old Gary Huber faces 10 felony charges, including first-degree child sexual assault, sexual contact with a person under the age of 13, and child enticement. Huber didn't speak and a not guilty plea was entered for him. Well, time appears to be running out for a diplomatic resolution to the looming crisis in Ukraine and a possible Russian invasion.
President Biden has been holding high-stakes phone calls with world leaders to try to de-escalate the situation.
Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
Mr. President, is the risk of a Russian invasion higher than ever?
President Biden spoke with British Prime Minister Boris Johnson amid growing fears that Russian forces could invade Ukraine within days.
He continues to add to his readiness. He continues to give himself more options should he pursue a military path here.
On Monday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told citizens he's been informed that an invasion could come as soon as this Wednesday. CBS News has learned some Russian troops have moved out of assembly areas near the Ukrainian border and have begun to move into attack positions. But in a televised meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov suggested diplomacy was still possible and urged Putin to continue talks with the West.
We too believe that there still should be and can be a diplomatic path forward.
Over the weekend, President Biden held separate phone calls with Presidents Putin and Zelensky to help de-escalate the crisis. The U.S. is now closing its embassy in Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, and relocating operations to western Ukraine.
We have made the determination to move our operations to Lviv out of consideration for the safety and security of our personnel on the ground.
Russia is demanding that NATO not allow Ukraine and other former Soviet countries to join the alliance. But Ukraine's foreign ministry rejected that notion, saying the country's right to join NATO is written into Ukraine's constitution. With no diplomatic end in sight, the U.S. is strongly urging any remaining U.S. citizens in Ukraine to leave the country immediately. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Officers with the Madison Police Department today dropped by some assisted living facilities to celebrate Valentine's Day. They dropped off Valentine's, flowers, and balloons to members of the Bella Vista and Oakwood East assisted living facilities in Madison. It was all about spreading love on this Valentine's Day.
And we just think it's important to to get back to serving the population that we haven't been able to because of COVID. They couldn't have visitors, and we couldn't stop by and say hi. So now that restrictions are kind of lax and we can come visit them, I just want to let them know that people are thinking about them as well.
The officer said they hope this could be a tradition in the future and not just a once-a-year thing.
Good for them.
Yeah.
A French oyster farmer has figured out a way to enhance the romantic potential of his product, once considered to be a natural aphrodisiac, to the delight of couples on Valentine's Day. Situated in southern France on the Mediterranean coast, Christopher Gounod has managed to farm oysters shaped like hearts, which he sells to local restaurants. Gounod won't say how he manages to get the oysters in such a shape. It's a well-guarded trade secret. After his harvest, Gounod heads straight to La Balette, a Michelin star restaurant. The heart-shaped oysters will be on the menu only today.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like
I don't know
that.
how
do they do that?
He's got some form that they grow into. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a secret. Well, is a trip to the movies part of your Valentine's Day date night?
Well, then stay tuned, because film critic Will Loper runs down the new releases when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
The design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists and has helped over 1 million people. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
For all-day pain relief. Aleve it and see what's possible. And also try Aleve X topical pain relief.
My daughter has type 2 diabetes, and lately I've seen this change in her.
Once-weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C. It lowers blood sugar from the first dose, and you could lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Winter in Wisconsin means snow, blustering winds, and sub-zero temperatures. Will your insulation keep your home warm? Fry Construction can always help. We're your roofing and insulation pros. We'll find cracks and air pathways in your insulation that are letting in the icy cold and hindering your comfort. With our thermal imaging and our cutting-edge insulation techniques, you'll be sure that your home will be warm and energy efficient for many years to come. Visit fryconstruction.com today and prepare your home for the long winter.
The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back at the Alliant Energy Center Expo Hall in Madison, February 25th through the 27th. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back with new gear. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back with awesome seminars. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back with hard-to-find boats. The Wisconsin Fishing Expo is back with family activities. Go to wifishingexpo.com for details. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Outdoor News, Don's Marine, Fox Sports 1070 The Game, Lucas Oil, and Explore Lacrosse.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Welcome back, and welcome to Potentially Yours here on Live at 4. It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week, Arlo, and he's ready to steal your heart.
He is a 2-year-old Anatolian Shepherd and Lab Retriever mix who was transferred to the Dane County Humane Society from an overcrowded shelter in Alabama. Arlo is a silly boy, they say, who knows how to sit when asked, and our friends at DCHS say he would do best in a home where he is the only pet so that he can soak up all of the attention for himself. Arlo is looking for a family with teenaged or older children who will take him on lots of adventures and spoil him with treats. Arlo became a member of our Lonely Hearts Club, and his adoption fee has now been reduced.
Well, mark your calendars. Stop by Mound's Pet Food Warehouse this Friday at 2422 Montana Avenue in Sun Prairie between 4 and 6 to meet animals available for adoption. And if you shop at Mound's throughout February, don't forget to round up or donate at the register to support the Dane County Humane Society. Go to giveshelter.org/events for more information. And last week's pet, Pikachu the dog, is still available for adoption.
Oh, it looks a little sad in that picture.
That's a cute shot, though.
Very cute dog.
So if you're interested in adopting Arlo or all the other animals available at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. Well, stocks fall as the Russia-Ukraine conflict concerns rise. The Dow Industrials fell 171 points, closing at 34,566. The NASDAQ was down fractionally. The S&P 500 was off 16. Well, apparently a lot of people stayed home to watch the Super Bowl.
Well, because they certainly didn't go to the movies. Film critic Will Loper has the weekend box office numbers.
Hey, Susan and Mark. The Super Bowl made for a quiet Sunday at the box office, but it was still a decent debut for a new murder mystery and a romantic comedy.
We have the Karnak all to ourselves, a chef and enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Kenneth Branagh is back as Agatha Christie's Belgian detective Hercule Poirot in Death on the Nile.
He's only the greatest detective alive.
We last saw him solving a mystery on a train in 2017. This time, there's foul play aboard a ship in Egypt.
The crime is murder.
Should have hidden it, shouldn't you?
The murderer is one of you.
There are some beautiful shots in this film, and then others that look painfully green-screened. The unraveling of the mystery itself is perfectly fine as Hercule goes through each suspect aboard the ship.
What did you do last night?
You accused me of murder.
He accuses everyone of murder. It is a problem, I admit.
It's entertaining for 2 hours, but never rises to anything more than a serviceable mystery. There's no need to race to the theater unless you're a die-hard Poirot fan. However, those celebrating Valentine's Day have hopefully already booked their ticket to Marry Me, also in theaters.
The Marry Me concert tour is something you will not want to miss.
Jennifer Lopez stars as pop singer Kat Valdez, whose heart is broken on stage at a concert, so she decides to marry a random schlub from the audience. Charlie, played by Owen Wilson.
They say if you want something different, you have to do something different. I'll marry you. You. Go! Go! Go!
The setup is rather far-fetched, but the rest of the movie is standard rom-com plotting, as the ultra-famous Lopez and regular Joe Wilson try to make things work.
It's 3 months. I don't even know her.
We both did this. So whether we like it or not, we're in this together.
It can get sentimental, but it's also feel-good, and won't have anyone on a date running for the door.
Now, 237,000 people are like, he looks like he's in math club.
I am in a math club.
Speaking of dates, being Valentine's Day, here's a few romantic movies and where they're streaming. The classic Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice adaptation starring Keira Knightley is streaming on HBO Max.
You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you.
Witness the longing between two unfaithful couples in the Mood for Love, also on HBO Max. Watch scenes sizzle between a painter and a betrothed in Portrait of a Lady on Fire on Hulu. And listen to Ray Romano's advice in The Big Sick, streaming on Amazon Prime Video.
Let me give you some advice, Kamal. Love isn't easy.
That's why they call it love.
For Live at 4, I'm Will Lover.
I don't really get that.
I know. I thought I could just start saying something and something small would come out.
That's me out here every day.
That one's worth seeing again.
Yeah,
that is a true story.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Well, still to come at 4, the Olympic curling team still has a chance to qualify for the medals round.
And that is good news for team member and McFarland resident Matt Hamilton. We'll hear from him coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
Join Dane County Humane Society as we top off our centennial celebration at Toto's Gala on March 11th. Enjoy puppy greeters, cocktails, dinner, and dancing while helping thousands of animals discover there's no place like home. Visit giveshelter.org to learn more.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
About 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo should probably be called McGann Furniture and Flooring because we're the area's oldest and most experienced floor covering store. Our friendly staff will explain the many types of flooring available, answer questions, and make suggestions so you can choose what's best for your home and lifestyle. We always offer free in-home measurements and estimates and use the finest installers in the entire area. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. When it comes to saving money, the Marshalls are masterful. But back in the day, that was not the case. Today, savings is what drives them. That's why they chose Consumer Cellular.
You live and learn.
They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. Plus, AARP members get exclusive discounts. Switch to Consumer Cellular today and start saving.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
People have been wondering,
what's gotten into Lindsay?
But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. And now through February 16th, you can join for zero enrollment.
Zero enrollment?
And only $10 a month.
That's $10 a month?
Cancel anytime.
That makes me so happy.
Want more happy? Enjoy tons of equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. Even blow off steam in our judgment-free zone. Get glowing and feel fit-tacular. For zero enrollment, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Wednesday, February 16th.
Join Dane County Humane Society as we top off our centennial celebration at Toto's Gala on March 11th. Enjoy puppy greeters, cocktails, dinner, and dancing while helping thousands of animals discover there's no place like home. Visit giveshelter.org to learn more.
We'll take a look at this. A pair of lions at the London Zoo have been given a Valentine's Day surprise. Asiatic lions Ari and Banu. They were treated to hanging hearts made from recycled fire hoses sent of a cinnamon. The big cat couple were also filmed exchanging cozy cheek rubs and retiring to their den to sleep side by side.
They seem kind of unenthused with their Valentine.
It's a fire hose.
Yeah, right, how romantic.
That's what they usually fill it with meat or something?
Yeah.
All right.
I like watching them rub up against it, though. Like, all cats are
all cats do the same thing.
Yeah. All cats
exactly.
Big or small, got to do the cheek rub.
Exactly. I'm sure they found a sunbeam to lay in at some point in time. Just getting cozy.
It's a way to spend Valentine's Day.
It is. It is Valentine's Day for us, guys. It's a little chilly outside. Good news, over the next few days, it does get milder, but that does mean our storm midweek comes along with rain rather than steady snowfall. We'll take a closer look at the system in just a few minutes.
Carter Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Parker Heating and Cooling.
I tried a laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dulcolax Soft Chews works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. Puts you comfortably in control. Dulcolax Soft Chews.
With inflation, everything costs more. It also means choosing between paying debt and paying your everyday expenses. At Geraci Law, we help fight inflation by eliminating or consolidating consumer debt. Get one lower payment you can afford as low as $275 a month. Keep your stuff, pay your expenses, control your debt. On your phone, from your home, or old school in person. $0 to start. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
Those look nice. Now you can get 2 pairs plus an eye exam and lens upgrade for $79.
That's such a good deal. I can't take it anymore. It is I, Macula.
Yeah, we know.
Unbeatable prices without the drama. 2 pairs of free eye exam and lens upgrade. Just $79.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, we still have a little bit of snow on the ground, but not a lot of it, and certainly not as much as what we usually see, nor what we had this time last year. Last year we had almost 38 inches of snowfall throughout the course of the season. This winter, since I updated this this afternoon, we're just over 16.5 inches of snowfall for us for the entire season. Compared to where we're usually at, that's over a foot below what we should be seeing right now. Not completely in our snow depth, but at least over the course of the last 2.5 months, it has been pretty dry outside. Part of that, the dry air, the other part to factor in. Notice these temperatures. We've had some very cold days, and as we look ahead in the 10-day, we're going to see those cold days pop back in, but we also have some pretty mild days. Even back into January and December, the trend has been a bit of a roller coaster overall with our forecast for this winter. Right now, our Doppler track is quiet. We had some light flurries coming through earlier today, and as we look ahead to the next few days, the system midweek doesn't look like it's going to bring a lot of snow to southern Wisconsin. It's really pulling further to the south right now with those higher accumulations. Temperatures overnight dropping down to the upper single digits for Tuesday. It's going to get a little windy outside. Afternoon high temperatures climbing to the upper 30s, mid to upper 30s really. So it's going to feel, again, quite mild for Tuesday and heading into Wednesday. Wednesday, temperatures early on in the day in the upper 40s. We start to see some light rain showers build in the afternoon. That rain will transition over to some light freezing rain or light snowfall later in the evening and overnight. But notice this is really pulling towards the southeast corner of the state, where the best opportunity for light snow accumulation is trending towards right now. So overall snowfall totals for us, southeast of Madison could see about an inch or a little bit more around the Janesville area, but this cutoff really slices right near Beloit and south of Rock County even. So this isn't going to be a snow event right now for us. For southern Wisconsin, the model's really pulling this further south with higher totals into central and northern Illinois. High temperatures tomorrow, again, mid to upper 30s. Skies will be mostly cloudy with a little bit of a breeze coming through. In general, that 6 to 10 day outlook drags us above average with our temperature trend for most of the the East Coast. And that carries us at this point all the way to the end of the month. Rain likely for Wednesday, scattered rain showers throughout the day. That will transition over to some light freezing rain or even some light snowfall overnight, mainly southeast of Dane County, far southeast for those higher totals for us. Temperatures heading into the weekend warming right back up again. We're in the upper 20s, close to average on Saturday, in the low 40s on Sunday. President's Day on Monday, still close to 40 degrees. That's where we'll stay next week with a few more chances for some precipitation, but it looks like that's going to mix with rain for us right now. So not a lot of opportunities, again, to have that accumulating snowfall come in for us.
Yeah, we could use some more snow.
Yes, we could. If it's going to be cold, we'd like to at least have some snow on the ground. Enough we can get it cleaned up, and then we don't need it anymore.
And our poor friends in the suburbs of Chicago and central Illinois,
hit again.
oh boy, they're going to get hit again.
It keeps coming through. It just, again, sliding a little further south right now with the system.
All right. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Dana.
Well, turning now to the Winter Olympics in Beijing, where the once obscure sport of curling continues to gain in popularity.
That is partly due to Team USA, which took a surprise gold, you'll recall, 4 years ago in Pyeongchang, South Korea.
Jamie Yuka spent some time with the team, including McFarland native Matt Hamilton, at their training camp.
Launching a 40-pound rock 100 feet down a slippery, icy surface toward a 6-foot target demands intense levels of skill, dedication, and mental fortitude. Described as chess on ice, curling's slow pace and team drama make for great TV moments. And let me tell you, it's as hard as it looks. Add in a team made up of players sporting long hair, tattoos, and one iconic mustache, nicknamed the Rejects, and you have one heck of a Cinderella story. After a run of disastrous results, Schuster's team was cut from USA Curling's elite program. But instead of folding, he came back with a team of outsiders.
By 2014, you're getting kicked out of the high performance program. You start your own club, named the Rejects. How did you come up with the Rejects?
We did not come up with the Rejects. Somebody else named us the Rejects.
They did?
Yeah, because we were the people that they didn't want anymore, and I was head reject.
In 2010, his first games as the U.S. Olympic men's team skip, that's captain to you and me, Schuster's run ended with a last-place finish. 4 years later, another letdown in Sochi, where they placed 9th out of 10 teams. After the humiliation, Schuster and teammate John Landsteiner realized they were on their own.
How did that feel?
I knew we were going to have to do something on our own, and I was going to have to hopefully find 3 or 4 other players that also didn't make the program that had some sort of talent, and we could figure it out. And I mean, lucked out, obviously.
They rebuilt, earning back their Olympic berth and setting the stage for their historic run in Pyeongchang. A come-from-behind run to the gold medal game ended with them becoming the first Americans to bring home Olympic curling gold, a feat dubbed the Miracle Curl on ice.
It didn't matter whether or not I had the support of USA Curling or not, because that's the beauty of our sport is no one can stop you from just winning your way there.
Schuster and teammates John Landsteiner, Matt Hamilton, and newcomer Chris Plies say that the team's unity through the roller coaster years has made them stronger.
Do you think part of the attraction to your team specifically is because you've got a lot of personalities?
We're all very different, but it's just funny how people that are so different personalities can gel so well and make one really cohesive unit. So it's fun to be a part of.
The team is gung-ho about their chances and is relishing the competition.
How do you hope the team performs?
I think this is going to be the best Olympics ever as far as the depth goes. The international curling scene has just gotten so strong, which is awesome because nobody wants to see Canada winning all the time.
Well, I mean, except Canadians.
Except for Canadians, yeah.
The Rejects still have 3 matches left against Switzerland, Italy, and Denmark to make it to the medal round. And then who knows? Perhaps lightning will strike twice. Jamie Yuka, CBS News, Beijing.
And you can watch that tonight. They play again tonight.
Fingers crossed for the Rejects.
Oh, yeah. I know. Isn't that funny?
It is. And Brad looks looking good.
Yeah.
That mustache. Made the trip. Coming up on Live at 4, we'll celebrate Valentine's Day with a peek in the Live at 4 archives.
And then coming up next hour at 5, Madison has grown an incredible amount over the last decade. Our Naomi Coles highlights the differences between then and now. Coming up at 5.
says it best.
One call, that's all.
Gruber Law says one call, that's all.
Gruber Law offices, one call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Supply chain backlogs, inflation, agitation.
Here's an idea. If we make things here in America, supply chain issues won't be a thing anymore. That's exactly how we built the Bucks Arena, by having 80% of the materials come from Wisconsin. We did the same by paying higher wages. That's how you know, as your senator, I'll get things done. Raising people's wages, make things in America finally stand up to China. I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message because it's time to put more money in the pockets of working people.
About 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
At McGann Furniture in Baraboo, we know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to senior citizens, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. And remember, at McGann, we don't raise our prices only to lower them later for a sale. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo.
We asked some of our young fans for their best one call, that's all.
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 Tonight at 5, Public Health Madison and Dane County officials announced their decision on the mask mandate after March 1st. We'll tell you what they decided.
After a cold weekend, we'll see a quick warm-up that'll bring temperatures into the 40s and some rain by Wednesday. At 5, I'll provide an update on a winter storm that could affect us Wednesday night and Thursday.
And ahead at 6, Sheriff Barrett and the DA sell their reasons why Dane County needs a new jail, what they presented today, and when the county will take a vote. We'll see you at 6.
Oh, we got a glimpse of it there. Can we see our shot?
There we go.
Denver, Colorado.
57 degrees right now.
Oh, is that a beautiful shot? It's a beautiful city.
It really is. Well, for a lot of people, Valentine's Day means flowers, candy, and dinner dates.
We pulled something out of the archives. We were thinking about this earlier today. A couple of years ago, we went to a school classroom and we asked kids what they want for Valentine's Day. It was Mrs. Strand's 3rd grade classroom at Glacier Edge School in Verona. And they gave us some advice about and their wisdom about love and friendship.
Here's a timeless bit of history from the News 3 Now archives.
Okay, my first question, girls, is why do we celebrate Valentine's Day?
We celebrate Valentine's Day because to show friendship and that we actually care about the person.
Are you doing anything special?
I usually make a card for my mom and dad, and then I don't put my name on it. I just put from question mark. It might be from my brother Alex and my brother Brian.
And then they have to guess? That's a good idea. So what is the perfect gift for a boy for Valentine's Day?
Candy.
What do you think, Alex?
Maybe like chocolate lollipops, maybe money. Money.
What do you think?
Same thing as Alex, a bunch of candy.
A bunch of candy. But don't girls want candy?
No. Yeah.
What do girls want?
Maybe some lip gloss, makeup, eyeshadow.
Oh, that's good. Girls like that.
To pluck their eyebrows.
What else would you give a girl for Valentine's Day?
Chocolate. Coloring stuff.
Oh, coloring stuff is good.
Chocolate. Maybe some Like if it's your girlfriend, maybe some jewelry.
Some jewelry? That's good. Those are all really good ideas. But boys like chocolate, right? Boys want chocolate.
I love chocolate. Candy, yeah.
Boys want candy.
Oh, my grandma has like these little gummy heart things. They're so good.
You're a little young for this now, but what do you think you would do on a first date?
I would dress nice. I wouldn't wear sweats. I would not eat ribs.
Not eat ribs? Why not?
Because your face will look all messy.
That's true, and that's very smart. Jordan, what do you think?
I think you should go to the movies.
Not a hockey game?
Or hockey. Well, it depends on where you're going. Like, maybe you'd go to an ice rink, then you might want to dress warm and not wear something fancy. But I think that you would be polite and dress nice and, like, not go to, like, a really fancy place, but maybe, like, Olive Garden.
Oh, that'd be nice. Where would you like to go?
I would like to go to the Middleton Park. Oh, I love that place. It's really fun.
When you like a girl, do you tell her you like her, or do you keep it a secret?
Yes, you have to tell her, or else she doesn't know, and then she might just leave not knowing, and then you'll have that chicken in your head. I would tell her.
What would you tell her? You just go up to her and say, hey, I like you.
Yeah.
You would?
No, I wouldn't do that, because
Maybe
then
like you look pretty or something like that.
That's good.
Like your shoes look cool or something.
What are some other compliments you could give a girl?
Your hair looks awesome, and
What do you think is the right age to get married?
it doesn't really matter, but you can't get married like at 10
Not at 10.
or like 15. It's like 20 usually.
That's right.
Then you can go.
That's right. Definitely not 10. What do you think?
Well, it's normally like 10 and up. Like, well, not 10 and up, I mean 20 and up. I would want pie for Valentine's Day. Pie? Yeah.
What
I want apple pie, cherry pie, pumpkin pie, and all the pies in the world for every holiday. And pecan pie. Yeah, pecan pie.
No,
What's
see,
that?
This is good information for girls to know. Boys want pie for every holiday.
Yeah.
And they are now in high school.
I cannot even believe they are juniors in high school now. You know what we should do next year when we can be back in school? Maybe I'll revisit them.
As seniors in high school.
Yes, and see what they think now. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun.
Yeah, but it's just, isn't it, remember the days when we could be in class and...
There's the answers, though.
They're so sweet.
Kids say the darndest things.
Oh, they're so sweet. The boys were hilarious.
Yeah, they really were. Thanks for digging that up.
Yeah.
It's fun. Well, we all know the Rams beat the Bengals at last night's Super Bowl, but who won the ad game?
Local ad guru Andy Wallman joins us for his yearly best and worst Super Bowl ads report when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
Welcome into your latest Money Minute. You know this friendly, handsome face next to me, Mr. Matt Coupland of Midwest Financial Group. So we're here at the beautiful Overture Center, and there's a great way you can tie in what you and your office does, just like bands that come right here to the Overture Center.
Yeah, I mean, people come here to see world-class bands and performers and groups and things like that. It takes a group to put that product out, right? I mean, for a band, you're gonna have a drummer and a lead singer and a guitar player. They're all gonna work in unison to try to create music. For us, we're kind of the same way, where we have a team that we put together tax planning and investment planning and insurance planning all in one place to give that quality output to our clients. So it does take a group.
Absolutely. Now, when you think about Overture, you think about them bringing truly the best quality performances here. You guys do the same thing with your extra level of having 4 fiduciaries in the office. What does that really mean?
Yeah, so in our line of work, what we're able to do is we're able to educate ourselves above and beyond what the minimum is. And so a fiduciary, what a fiduciary really is it's saying that you're going to put someone's interest ahead of your own. We put our clients' interest ahead of our own. And so being the only office with 4 certified financial fiduciaries in the state of Wisconsin makes us really unique. Having that designation really means that we mean what we say, right? And that just goes back to the quality of the team that we have and the experts that we have, like I said, in investment planning, in taxation planning, in insurance planning, and Medicare planning. It's a pretty amazing group right now.
Well, just like you can get a ticket to the Overture Center,
come get a ticket to our show.
Midwest Financial Group, come and see Matt and the rest of his great team. I'm Emmy Fink, he's Matt Coplin, and you're buzzed into
Madison.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Some quick good news with traffic. No accidents to report right now. In fact, things look pretty smooth for us east and westbound along the Beltline.
All right, thank you, Dana. There are a few places in the world as romantic as Valentine's Day location as Venice. It's Italy's home of amore, a labyrinth of streets in which to lose yourself, gondolas that silently glide through the water, splendid sunsets, and some of the best chocolate in the world, like these sweets found at Vizio Vritra. That's a chocolate shop. This year's Valentine's Day comes just after the opening weekend of the famous Carnival of Venice, and among the tempting delights here are typical Venetian masks made of chocolate, but hearts are still the most popular romantic shape.
That's
so
beautiful city.
Need to go. I've never been.
Oh, and that, well, now it looks like maybe it's opening up a little bit, so that's good.
It's beautiful. The day after the Super Bowl, everybody is still talking about the game within the game.
The commercials, of course. This year, advertisers spent over $6 million for a 30-second spot.
That's a lot of money. Which ones scored the biggest with viewers, and which ones missed the mark? Andy Waltman from KW2, back with us as always. Good to see you again.
Hi, Andy. Good to see you.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you, too. Despite seeing you through Zoom rectangles, it's great to be here. Thanks for the invite. What a good game. Yeah. The best teams that the Packers beat made it to the Super Bowl all year, and it was another exciting game. And we get to celebrate it now on Valentine's Day with one of the most wonderful times of the year for advertisers, those Super Bowl ads.
So overall, what was your impression of this year's crop of ads?
I thought it was really remarkable. If you look at it through the classic paradigm, slapstick, humor, entertainment, you know, I think we were down a little bit this year. But look at all the change going on. So many of those brands were talking to younger audiences about technology and new things that they need and want in their lives. And I thought it was brilliant because it said marketers are listening. They're doing research. They're talking to their audiences. And I think what people value, they want to laugh and the whole Bud Light and funny slapstick stuff, but they want things that are meaningful to their lives. And so much of what the ads focused on were sort of forward, future-facing things that's what stuck out to me, is that cusp between the pleasing the old and the boomers and catering to Gen X and millennials and the next generation.
A lot of these products weren't even around 5 years ago.
Like cryptocurrencies and
electric
things
cars.
like that, right. What were some of What were some of your favorites, Andy?
I sort of split it into those two camps in that kind of classic Super Bowl mold. There were just great traditional types of things where you brought in star power. The whole Austin Powers cast for GM, that had to cost a lot to get all those people. Jim Carrey, bringing back Cable Guy for Verizon. But the best of those, I thought, were BMW. You had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Selma in there touting the properties of the new BMW electric vehicle. That was great. A cute little Pegasus animal, some computer animation and stuff. And Michelob Ultra for that boomer set with all those athletes, superstar athletes, and Eugene Levy for Nissan, showing old boomer duffers that you could even let your hair down and get an electric vehicle. I thought those were great out of that old school paradigm.
Of all of them, what's your favorite? You have a couple.
I thought Coinbase, even though USA Today Ad Meter, they do that poll every year, it ranked dead last. But if you look at what they really did, okay, let's take a look.
That had to be the cheapest produced ad ever in Super Bowl history.
No kidding. You look at the cost of getting Arnold Schwarzenegger and computer effects and music rights for classic nostalgic tunes. It's through the roof. They spent next to nothing for that production. But boy, did it get chatter online. And it was a smart digital play. They pushed people, you hit the QR code, and it pushed them to their website where you could get $15 of Bitcoin for nothing. And to that extent, with some of the other crypto ads, a lot of people were calling this the crypto bowl. It was marked, I think, this year in terms of diversity. Ad Age did a great poll. They looked into on-camera representation of people of color, women, and they also looked at the people behind the scenes. And one was really interesting. I looked and couldn't confirm this, but I think Madison East graduate Thad McCants was the black director for the Mexico avocado ads. The whole Logic ad pushing health equity and screenings for women of color was great. That was done by a black woman-owned ad agency. And Google, the Pixel 6 ad showing that they made technology to represent people of color's skin accurately. They said everyone deserves to be seen for who they really are with that great Lizzo ad in the background. Those were really, really great. But boy, Rocket Mortgage, among the advertisers and brands that were trying to talk to Gen X and millennials, hit it out of the park. Anna Kendrick doing a really funny co-branding ad with Barbie to talk about how you could buy a house on your phone. That did not exist in Super Bowl land 5 years ago.
Well, which ones did you think missed the mark this year?
Again, I don't know if I aligned with the national consensus, but a few of them, a lot of people loved the Uber Eats ad. It was funny. Gwyneth Paltrow eating a candle and stuff. I thought it was just kind of dumb. Here are the things you can't eat when you buy things that you're using the tool for, to eat food. Doritos and Cheetos, a lot of people like that Flamin' Hot ad. I just thought it was kind of goofy. Let's get a bunch of CGI beautiful computer animals and they're going to eat Flamin' Hot, salty snacks. I don't know. Strategically, I didn't think they really had much there. T-Mobile, gosh, I love Dolly Parton, but doing a spoof with Miley Cyrus, like send up a PSAs to say, you gotta get a phone, just felt kind of disingenuous to me. And a lot of people loved Alexa with Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost, but it just was saying, here, buy our product for all its creepy virtues because it does creepy stuff to creep on you. That's why you should buy an Alexa. I thought that was kind of an odd strategy.
Yeah, it made it even creepier. Well, we are not lost. We're steered in the right direction as usual. Andy, thanks for being with us.
Great to see you, Andy. Next time you'll be back in the studio, we promise.
That's great. Thanks you guys for having me, and way to go, brands, for listening to their audiences. If you're a marketer, keep that up. Thanks, and have a great day, you guys.
All right, Andy, great. Thank you. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop any way. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Allergies just try to stop us being the greatest versions of ourselves. Allegra lasts up to 6 times longer than Benadryl, so trees, you won't take us down.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin, so dust, you won't wipe us out.
And unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make us drowsy. So fur, you won't phase us. When allergies attack, take Allegra before your symptoms take over you. Live
your
greatness.
But Senator Ron Johnson is putting...
You know what's interesting? Liberal groups have already spent $12 million falsely attacking me and engaging in the politics of personal destruction. Their allies in the media have dutifully piled on. Why? Because they can't defend the disastrous results of their policies. During this campaign, I intend to discuss issues that impact your life. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message because I'm concerned about inflation, open borders, and rising crime, just like you.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
At Pick and Save, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales for prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Public Health Madison and Dane County officials announced their decision on the mask mandate after March 1st. We'll tell you what they decided. And Dane County could be getting a new jail soon. We'll hear from Sheriff Barrett and DA Ishmael Ozan at 5.
Madison is growing,
This stretch here, we've seen about 1,200 new units.
but increasingly in one direction, up.
We'll show you where the city is growing the fastest and what kinds of housing are missing.
News 3 Now investigates tonight at 6.
Even milder as we look ahead to tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s. A bit breezy outside also. Wind speeds 10 to 20 miles per hour. This is in front of a midweek system that could put some rain in the forecast for Wednesday and into Thursday.
All right, thank you, Dana. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff joins us for his weekly COVID update.
And Consumer Report shows us what to buy in February, especially during President's Day sales. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. It's the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. And trust your heart to Entresto.
No matter what you do, who you are, or how much money you earn, when it comes to doing taxes, don't go it alone. Jackson Hewitt Tax Pros will make certain you don't miss out on a single deduction. Get the biggest refund you deserve at Jackson Hewitt.
Keeping them safe and healthy, it's our #1 job. So even though we've all heard that the COVID-19 vaccine is safe for kids, we still have questions. That's why our family decided to get the facts on the COVID-19 vaccine for kids right away. And to keep taking simple safety steps as we learn more. Help your kids stay safe and in school. Learn more at dhs.wi.gov/COVID-19/parents.
Is price inflation costing you way more now for food, shelter, and basic expenses? Is paying credit cards and high debt now getting harder? I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Call Geraci Law to see about Chapter 7 or 13 to eliminate or consolidate as low as $275 a month. On your phone, from your home, or old school in person. 0 down to start. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
What are you recommending for muscle pain?
Based on clinical data, I recommend Salonpas.
Agreed. My patients like these patches because they work up to 12 hours, even on moderate pain.
Salonpas, it's good medicine.
In today's Final Touch, a florist in Hong Kong has created an edible alternative to the traditional Valentine's bouquet.
She makes edible bouquets out of veggies. No roses or lilies in Forrest Katie Kwok's arrangements. She's been making vegetable bouquets for a decade. She grows her own produce in a small garden just north of Hong Kong. Her family first started the farm as an organic farm, but she gradually selected more visually appealing vegetables for her bouquet business. As a self-taught vegetable bouquet florist, she learns her skills through, of course, online videos. Customers usually pick bouquets containing veggies they know how to cook, and when you're done with the bouquet, there's no waste.
I love that idea.
And you have dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Had a great idea.
That's
That's
very
beautiful.
creative.
All right, that's our time on this Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.